What's going on, everybody? Welcome to my YouTube channel. My name is Kieran. Hopefully you guys can hear me. This laptop is on its way out. It's going to die one of these days. I can't wait till it does. It's going to be really exciting. Put me in some debt. That'll be fun. But for now, it's still working. And what we're going to be doing today is we're going to be talking about your Divine Masculine. We're going to do a quick tarot reading on the Divine Masculine and to see what they're up to, what's going on with their energy during this time, May 17th, to a couple of weeks near future, rest of May kind of energy. And then we're going to look at their head space and their heart space as well, and this will give us an indication of just what's going on with them, how they're feeling, thinking about you at this time. And then of course at the end I'll just do maybe some action cards to see what kind of actions they're going to be taking during this time, if any, right? So hopefully this resonates with some of you guys. And make some sense. Okay. All right. So let's get started and just take a little, just go right in there. Take a look at their energy. Right. So, dear spirit guides and angels, please assist me in connecting with the Twin Flame Collective. Please help me understand what is going on in the collective for the Divine Masculine's energy. So I'm gonna get 4 or 5 cards, and we'll see what we can get. Right. So. What energy are the masculines going through? The first card we have is the Ace of Wands. This would be an opportunity for the masculines. This also does speak about sex, but it's an energy card, right? The Ace of Wands is like saying action. It's like saying I have something to do. I have something to begin. I have an energy of needing to create, needing to do something. The point is, many of your masculines are probably inspired at this time to start or create something, right? Very creative time for them. Presumably, considering there might not be anything else to do, this might be a result of some of the reflection or just some of the pent-up energy. But this is a new direction. This is an opportunity. It might be a legitimate opportunity that's come into their life, or it might be a self-starting kind of energy, some kind of opportunity within themselves to realize something. Right? Ideas of passion and travel and venture are being born inside of them and fostered. Right? So that's a very good energy to be in. It does kind of speak to this energy that's kind of going on within the planet. It's almost like these masculines are getting jump started, as if somebody took a car battery to their nipples and sort of just turn the engine on. Doesn't have to be their nipples, could be their genitalia, either or. But Ace of Wands is a good start for that kind of jump start energy, right? Energetic time for the masculines. Okay, so we'll see what else we can get for them energetically. And Ace of Wands makes sense. I think I can speak to that. We do have the Four of Cups after. So right now, as their energy, as they begin sort of this opportunity, this process, we have the Four of Cups, and that's talking about a little bit laziness, but laziness from emotions, not necessarily being lazy and not doing anything. It is about being removed from emotions. There's emotions, there's cups being offered, right? There's things to do, but they're not necessarily taking them. Okay, they're there, they understand that they're there, but this passion, this opportunity, that's where their focus is primarily at this time. So if your masculine seems less emotional, less committed, less attached, if you guys are in a relationship or talking, or there's energy between you two, this is saying that during this time they're a little bit removed from such a thing. Right, they're a little bit more aloof, a little bit more dealing with things on their own right now, because they probably feel that they have to. Right? Because this is a time of self-growth, and with the Ace of Wands, it does talk about being in an energy where you kind of want to just get things going. We have the Eight of Cups, and this is perfect, makes a lot of sense, especially during COVID. Eight of Cups is about walking away. The crow's back is turned here to these empty cups. It's about walking away from things that no longer serve. So the masculines are walking away from things that no longer serve. Probably at this time going through a period of, let's say, recalibration, where they're understanding things, why they're leaving them behind. Because you can't let go of something, move on from something, if you don't really understand why it is that you're doing it, right, in the first place. So masculines, whatever it may be for some of these people, for myself, not that I necessarily consider myself just a masculine, but whatever, for argument's sake, just to make things easier, let's say I'm the masculine. So I have a twin flame, right, and she is presumably the feminine, right? But for me, for instance, Eight of Cups, this last couple of days I've been eating very unhealthy, whereas usually, especially since I really started to get into it's just, I guess just going forward in my life journey, and with the people that have influenced me, I've started to eat much more healthy. And so the last couple of days, I've been eating just really shitty, and it's almost like, well, it just makes me feel bad. I used to do it because I was sad, but I'm not even that sad anymore, so why am I doing it? And it's a cycle, right? And you get to this point where you realize, oh, you don't really need to do these things anymore. They're actually just habits that aren't serving you in any way, and you have to go through them in order to really realize that, right? So the masculines are walking away from a lot of things right now that aren't serving them, and that makes sense with the Four of Cups because they might not be dealing with some things because they have to remove other things from their life, clear up the energy, right? So if they don't seem as committed as maybe they are or used to be or you'd like them to be, it could be just because they are trying to remove some things from their life, right? And that does take an element of prioritizing, right, about what's really important to them. So let's see if we can get a couple more energy cards. Okay, we do have the Six of Cups, so it is returning more to this nostalgia, to this period of looking back at the past with love, um, childhood memories, friendships, things like that. So as an energy for the masculines, it does talk about trying to reconnect to their inner child, but as a Cups card, it's also definitely saying that they're looking back at love fondly. Okay, so it's not like they're ignoring you, it's not like they don't love you, it's that actually, indeed, they love you a lot with this Six of Cups. Six of Cups is like, it's a very childlike, very innocent. It's like these two people like coming together. It's like a reconciliation, right? So they have this energy of love within them, right? It's just they're going through this process here in the middle of their energy with the Four of Cups and the Eight of Cups, just to kind of like recalibrate, understand where it is they're going, and to remove some of the things that have been holding them back so they fully can go back to a place inside of themselves energetically where it is just love, like a child, where the ego hasn't really been formed, and the issues and the anxieties and the depressions and the worries about the future and the money issues and the fact that you owe Tony $1,000 because you hit his favorite stripper, all those things, before they happened, you get back to that real root of love. And that's what they're trying to get to, okay? So that's their energy. Again, this is May 17th, so this is probably just the rest of May energy. But take a look at their headspace to see how they're thinking about their feminine. So how are the divine masculines thinking about their feminine in this collective? We will get a couple cards. Okay, so the first card we have is the Magician. Magician card speaks about manifesting, right? Manifestation. It speaks about the ability to create, to accomplish, using the energies, using your power to really make something happen. And then we have the Four of Pentacles, which is about holding on, right? Holding on to you tightly. And then we have the Three of Wands, which is a sort of action and adventure, waiting for the ships to come home type of thing. Very much about partnerships and kind of making time for things, but it is about this waiting, right? So when it comes to thinking about you, the feminine, if that is who's watching, right now the masculine is thinking about ways to manifest things for you guys, right? They're thinking about the manifestation process. They're thinking about how to make something happen in their life, right? How to make something happen between the two of you, but when it comes to you guys, they're thinking about the types of things that they would like for you, or the types of things that they would like the relationship to be like, right? And they're definitely holding on to you, even though this is a Pentacles card. When it comes to you guys, they're holding on to you tight, energetically. This might be a thing at this time. The masculines might be holding on to you guys, maybe holding on a little bit too tight. They might miss you a lot during this time, because of the Three of Wands is sort of like this looking out longingly for things, right? So a lot of your masculines right now are kind of feeling this energy of being attached to you, manifesting you, that they do feel maybe they are holding on a little bit too tightly, but they do want to like travel with you and go on adventures. It's almost like this overwhelming feeling right now that the masculines are sort of like, when it comes to thinking about the relationship, thinking about you guys logically, it's almost like the masculines at this time are kind of saying to themselves, I wish that there was more I could do. right? I wish that I knew how to do this. I wish I had these kinds of things. I wish I had more of this, because they want to give you something, but they feel a sense of lack with the Four of Pentacles. It's like, okay, I have to hold on to my money right now. I can't do all these things. I can't have all the things I want. I still have to wait, but I'm trying to manifest the things that I need, and I'm trying to manifest this relationship to work out in a healthy way for both individuals, okay? And that's a pretty good mental state to be in. Not, of course, a little anxious, the Four of Pentacles, right? Holding on to things. I totally understand that. And then also waiting, right? Wanting things to progress. So let's take a look at their heart space. So how are they feeling towards you guys? How the masculines feeling towards their feminines? Yeah, we have the Fool card, so 0, 1, right? This is a new beginning, this is love, this is the adventure, this is the very innocent kind of feelings. So inside their heart, again, it's like they're pursuing this new avenue, this new road for you guys internally. And so for them, it's like taking this huge leap of faith to fall in love again, right? Yeah, look at this. You have the Five of Cups. Again, disappointments in the past, right? There's been things that they've been focusing on, even recently, that have fallen apart, and yet the feminines are still here. Even if they're focusing on some of the things that you guys have had issues with. Problems that you guys may not have ever really talked about, or arguments or loss or things like that. They might be afraid of loss. So inside their heart, they're kind of afraid that this new beginning with you is going to end, or that they're focused on a little bit, right? But also, it's like this new adventure, this new beginning. So inside of themselves, they're feeling like you are a new start to maybe some of the past pain that has been following them around. Old relationships, right? These Three of Cups could be failed relationships. And then lastly, how are the masculines feeling about their feminines right now? What's their heart space like? Okay, one last card. And we have the Eight of Pentacles. So this is about hard work and determination. So they're very determined in this relationship, right? Removing the Pentacles cards, this is a commitment, this is dedication. So they feel very dedicated to you at this time. Okay, they feel very connected to you, and it is a work in progress, as they are, as you are, as everyone is. They are definitely feeling the commitment, the connection, the earthly sort of relationship, right? It's a grounded type of energy. Eight of Pentacles is very close. They understand they have to keep working on themselves, on their life, but as far as the relationship's concerned and their feelings, they're very committed to you, very committed to making things work, okay? Working towards success to get to that Ten of Pentacles, okay? So, all that being said, let's take a look now at the actions that the masculines are going to take towards the feminines, okay? We'll see what we can get here. So, dear spirit guides, what actions, if any, are these masculines going to take towards their feminines in the nearest future, okay? And this is a different deck, guys. This is Psychic Tarot by John Holland, in case you're interested in boring white people names. So, okay? Alright, let's take a look. So what actions are the masculines going to take towards their feminines in the nearest future? Okay, first card is Power. So as an action card, this is obviously indicating that they will be in a more position of a strength, a stronger position. This is kind of like this is the Strength card essentially, but Power here is saying that they are going to be much more forthcoming, much more stronger for you in the relationship. As an action card, this is about them coming into their own, being empowered, and obviously when you're empowered yourself, you empower a relationship, you empower other people, even strangers. And the best success for any relationship to work is to always work on yourself, right? Because that way you will understand your value and your worth, and the other person you're with will naturally, even subconsciously, rise to your level as you do. Or they won't, and they'll be stagnant, and then either way you'll realize that they aren't the partner for you. That is essentially the key to maintaining any healthy relationship. Never give up on yourself, right? Everything you do for yourself affects your partner. And the same thing, especially in a twin flame relationship. So they're saying, this is saying here that the masculines are going to be becoming stronger. They're going to be much more empowered and much more aware of themselves and in control. Again, remember right now up here, they were going through that Eight of Cups, Four of Cups type of thing. Some heavy emotions maybe for the masculines right now, but all in order just for them to come into their power, right? Again, having to go through maybe some blips right now in order to become fully aware and in control. So moving on from that, what other actions they're going to be taking? We have the Three of Cups celebration. So maybe planning something nice for you, celebrations, things like that, maybe a birthday surprise, anything like that. But also could be bringing you good news, a celebration. There is three cups here, three hands, so it could be something involving somebody else. Again, if it would be, maybe if they are in a type of karmic relationship, then maybe it does speak to celebrations, things like that. But in either case, it is good news coming towards you. So they're going to be telling you something that's very good, that's going to make you, the feminine, quite happy. A card to come out here that just sort of flipped is the base chakra, otherwise known as the root chakra. And this is super, this means a lot to me. But for the rest of you guys, the base chakra is all about safety and security. It's about having, it's about feeling that you have what you need to survive, okay? So what this is saying is, as an action card, they are going to be much more secure with themselves. They are going to give you security as well and make you feel safe, okay? Especially with this rejoice and celebration. It might be news of something that that lets you know that your masculine is safe for the time being, or that the both of you are safe, or that both of you guys are safe once more. Maybe you move in together, or you find another place, or you get some kind of commitment. Or again, there's some good news, a celebration that involves both you guys. Maybe it's a surprise. Either way, the relationship is getting more safe, especially once this masculine starts taking more of his power back, right? You get into the sense that the relationship starts to feel more safe, starts to feel actually secure. And then we have the this would be the Nine of Cups, but this is the fulfillment of wishes. Both Cups cards here, this is like the Three of Cups. So as an action card, this is saying that they're coming in to fulfill one of your wishes, to give you something that you want, a relationship, a marriage, a place, staying together, a ring, sex, anything you want. Maybe you just wanted your masculine to like try a new sex position, and now they're down, right? Now they're down to get a finger in their butthole. I don't know the specifications of what you're asking for, but the idea here, guys, is that they're into it. They're going to give you guys what it is that you want, what it is that will fulfill you, okay, for both of you guys, all right? Right now, they're just coming into their power. They're becoming empowered. And in case you guys don't know this, if you're on a road to empowerment, which I think many of you are, then especially in a spiritual journey, that involves a lot of ups and downs in order to actually understand your power, right? You have to have it taken away in order to ever gain it and to appreciate that, right? So anyway, guys, that is the reading. Hopefully it resonates with you guys, and I hope you guys have a wonderful Sunday. If you guys want any personal readings, anything like that, always in the description box. And if you just want to leave a comment and tell me that my hands are pasty, you can do that too. I always appreciate the